We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Adonai Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Penix. He'll dump this off to Achane. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And that's out quickly to Chase. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And looking to throw, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Penix. He's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Commanders 14, Giants 7.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas, 55 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the move to his left. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Here comes third down and 7. To the air, Penix. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw, Penix. This complete to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Penix. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. The Giants at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Bravo 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Lion.
2nd and 9 now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Daniels. And Walker has it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Here's McLeod on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Throw caught by Achane. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and a couple. Option handoff now to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Achane. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, Shaq.
From the shotgun, Zappi. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Zappi will try the sneak, and he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go! Ready.
Running right, here's Achane. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Walker once more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Zappi. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now a 2nd and 10. Zappi back to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Running left, Achane. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Bates' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Zappy to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Zappy. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Zappi to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Zappi.
Got an open man. It's McLeod.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Zappi.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Washington,
they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1.